Toyota is currently the only company making hydrogen tank and stack in-house. Now we're ready to deliver to the customers.
The automotive world is buzzing, and Toyota has just introduced something that could completely upend the EV industry. While the focus has been on electric vehicles as the future, this bold innovation is here to challenge everything we thought we knew about sustainable transportation. Toyota's creation isn't just about keeping up, it's about redefining what's possible. This isn't a subtle shift. It's a bold declaration that the race to the future might have taken a surprising turn. What makes this innovation so powerful? What does it have that EVs might never achieve? Stay tuned as we delve into a technology so advanced it could rewrite the rules of the industry. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Superior efficiency, the ICE reinvented. Toyota's 2027 internal combustion engine, ICE, is the pinnacle of engineering innovation, achieving next-to-next generation levels of fuel efficiency and performance. Reaching levels of thermal efficiency as high as 45%, this engine promises to exceed most currently available ICEs and even compete with EVs in some regimes. This level of efficiency is no accident. It's the result of Toyota's groundbreaking advancements, such as shorter piston strokes and optimized combustion chamber designs. These features allow for a more complete fuel burn, minimizing energy waste and maximizing power output. By downsizing the engine 10% to 20%, Toyota improves fuel efficiency while also enhancing the aerodynamics of a vehicle equipped with this engine. Its design, sleek, efficient, and aerodynamic. The small size of a new ICE affords benefits other than just efficiency. Smaller engines allow for lower front ends on the vehicle, meaning less drag, and potentially better vehicle dynamics overall. This innovation does not cost the performance, since the ICE is made to couple with hybrid systems in an almost flawless manner, using electric motors to provide peak torque and acceleration. The outcome is an engine that comes with both power and precision, so that it can do everything, from city driving to long-haul journeys. This flexibility ensures that the ICE remains competitive in a market where the consciousness of consumers is increasingly influenced by the positives of electrification, yet remains strongly based on the familiarity of traditional engines. What really makes Toyota's ICE special is its pliability to different fuel types, be it synthetic e-fuels, biodiesel, or even hydrogen. This multi-fuel capability puts the engine at a competitive advantage in regions where renewable energy infrastructure for EVs is still in its developmental stages, or where fuel is not as readily available. Compatibility with cleaner burning alternatives helps Toyota to ensure that the ICE meets tight emissions control requirements while offering the flexibility to keep up with the diverse needs of markets. Thereby, it makes the ICE technology relevant for far longer, while highlighting the commitment of Toyota towards sustainability and carbon neutrality. Toyota's reinvention of the ICE goes beyond technical achievement. It is a paradigm shift in how combustion engines are perceived in a world that is turning more toward electrification. With advanced efficiency, compact design, and fuel versatility, Toyota proves that ICE technology is still not obsolete. This engine is not just a reaction to EVs, it is a redefinition of what is possible in automotive innovation. With its 2027 ICE, Toyota reimagines the potential of conventional engines to ensure they remain a vital part of the global drive towards sustainable mobility. Toyota's efficiency sets a new standard, but how does it ensure reliability and endurance for years to come? A practical edge, longevity, and maintenance. It was more than an engine with record efficiency for Toyota's 2027 internal combustion engine. It was a testament to the brand's legacy, reliability, and durability. Given the virtue of time, this engine introduces high-quality materials and simplicity in its systems to minimize wear and tear from the very start, long-lasting performance for decades. Another big plus with Toyota's ICE is that it promises longevity, unlike expensive battery replacements in electric vehicles, EVs, which need to be replaced after about 8 to 10 years. The benefit of durability, especially for rural or developing markets vehicle users, who typically lack access to specialized EV repair services, makes Toyota's ICE very practical and attractive. maintenance also stands out as a big advantage for Toyota's ICE. In fact, despite all praise for having fewer moving parts, the complexity of battery systems, high-voltage components, and specialized servicing often cancels out this simplicity. Toyota's ICE, in contrast, leverages decades of tried and trusted mechanical systems with which mechanics around the world have familiar experience. Routine servicing such as oil changes, replacing the air filter, and simple engine checks are straightforward and accessible to almost anyone. That reduces repair costs, but it also offers drivers lower downtime in both urban and remote surroundings for peace of mind. Toyota also applied the same idea of durability to its innovative multi-fuel capability, where the engine can run on traditional gasoline, synthetic e-fuels, biodiesel, and even hydrogen. That ensures that the engine stays relevant as the world's energy policies and fuel availability vary. Drivers can seamlessly shift from one fuel type to another without any loss in performance, making this ICE a future-proof solution in the fast-changing world. Furthermore, this Toyota ICE also avoids the dependency on rare earth materials used for EV batteries, making it a practical and viable solution for the long term as well. The practical edge results directly from Toyota's vision of providing value and reliability against the rising trend of electrification. Addressing concerns about the lifespan of a vehicle and maintenance costs, Toyota's ICE is, therefore, a solution that addresses the needs of a broad consumer base. It is not merely an advancement in technology, but rather a very strategic response to real challenges faced by various drivers around the world. With its focus on enduring performance and ease of ownership, Toyota's new ICE isn't just an alternative to EVs. It's a reaffirmation of the timeless appeal of well-crafted engineering. Cost superiority, affordable innovation. The 2027 ICE engine from Toyota serves as a testament to cost leadership, proving to break all barrier lines concerning what can be reasonably regarded as affordable innovation in an environment that is progressively moving towards electrification. It has designed the engine with a compact format that is 10% to 20% smaller than the earlier versions, which allows for cost savings without reduction in performance. The streamlined approach promotes superior thermal efficiency, yet makes it more accessible to a larger market. At present, EVs still carry a high upfront cost due to the expensive components used in their batteries. Toyota's ICE is therefore a financially attractive alternative for budget-conscious consumers, particularly in markets where price is a key factor. Operational costs for Toyota's ICE further enhance its appeal. While EVs are touted for low maintenance due to their fewer moving parts, their dependence on expensive battery replacements often negates long-term savings. Toyota's ICE washes away this question altogether, as it emphasizes durability and designs the systems to be simpler, thus lowering maintenance costs throughout its lifetime. Along with that, it possesses notable fuel efficiency to decrease refueling costs, meaning its owners will save a lot of money at the pump, making the 2027 ICE a great catch for regions where electricity is pricey or EV charging infrastructure is underdeveloped, where EVs are in practical prohibition. The other beneficial aspect is that it is adaptable to various fuel types, such as ordinary gasoline, synthetic e-fuel, biodiesel, and hydrogen. And the cost efficiency is added to that. Drivers can choose the cheapest available fuel for them in their areas. Thus, ICE proves to be flexible and highly future-proof. Unlike EVs, which will depend on electricity that may be costly or unreliable in certain areas, Toyota's multi-fuel compatibility assures driving constantly and affordably, regardless of any market. Besides cutting the reliance on a single energy source, it serves as a hedge against potentially volatile energy price increases, further anchoring its economic advantage. Toyota is more than cost-effectiveness in dollars and cents. It's about delivering high value with no trade-off. So with price and advanced engineering together, Toyota's ICE brings under one roof cutting-edge technology and accessibility. For consumers who have been priced out of the EV market, or even are skeptical about its long-term viability, Toyota's engine would provide an inclusive solution with respect to innovation coupled with practicality. This brings the ICE to the market as not only an affordable option, but also a leader in cost-effective mobility, proving that sustainable innovation doesn't have to carry a premium price tag. Toyota's new engine delivers unmatched excitement on the road, but can that power reshape the industry itself? How Toyota will dominate. Toyota's 2027 will be the internal combustion engine, which is not just innovative, but a calculated move to dominate the rapidly evolving automotive market. Its acclamation of electric vehicles as the future in a landscape, Toyota's ICE presents a provocative challenge by filling the exact gaps that EVs have left unfilled so far. Advanced efficiency, multi-fuel adaptability, and seamlessness with hybrid systems position it as a versatile powerhouse. Offering an instant solution to global markets where EV infrastructure and affordability are still barriers. Tokyo is not merely competing. Toyota is, in fact, rewriting the rules of sustainable mobility. While one of the key reasons Toyota dominates is its ability to use existing infrastructure. Because EVs require such massive investments in charging networks, ICE allows it to fit rather seamlessly into the world's established fueling systems. This compatibility ensures instant scalability, making it a pragmatic choice for regions with limited EV infrastructure or unreliable power grids. In developing economies, rural areas, and regions with vast geographic challenges, Toyota's ICE provides a reliable, ready-to-use alternative to electrification, ensuring no driver is left behind in the transition toward greener transportation. Toyota's ICE also disrupts the market by delivering superlative affordability and durability. Smaller, more efficient, and compatible with a wide variety of fuel types, the ICE provides for greatly decreased production and operational costs. Unlike many EVs, which are very sensitive to expensive batteries and vulnerable to supply chain bottlenecks, Toyota's ICE is not an issue. It can use a variety of fuels from hydrogen to synthetic e-fuels, which will assure its viability as the global energy landscapes continue to evolve. This adaptability positions Toyota's ICE as a future-proof choice, offering consumers and businesses a flexible, reliable powertrain that evolves with their needs. What solidifies Toyota's dominance is its balanced approach to innovation. The new ICE is not a step back from sustainability, but a step forward in making clean technology accessible and practical. Toyota achieves the perfect harmony between traditional power and modern efficiency, with hybrid systems paired with ICE, appealing to a broad consumer base. They address the real-life challenges, such as affordability and infrastructure gaps, while retaining the driving experience and reliability that the drivers love. This calculated blend of tradition and progress ensures that Toyota's ICE thrives instead of struggling to survive in an electrified world, setting a new benchmark for the future of mobility. The dominance of Toyota is further buttressed by its ability to serve multiple markets with different energy requirements. In the process of the global energy transition, Toyota's ICE has flexibility that cannot be compared with any other, in that it can run on hydrogen, biodiesel, and synthetic e-fuels. Thus, Toyota can serve regions with different availability and infrastructures in terms of fuels, from developed countries with renewable energies to developing countries that rely more on conventional fuels. By embracing a multi-fuel approach, Toyota's ICE ensures that it remains viable and applicable for drivers everywhere, hence a leader in sustainable mobility races. This diversity across the globe assures Toyota's ICE as an evolving success in the automotive industry. Redefining market dynamics. The 2027 ICE from Toyota promises to revolutionize the automobile scene, changing its stance in terms of EVs' supremacy and bringing significant shifts in the approach to sustainable mobility worldwide. Amidst the frenzied throng for full electrification in the industry, Toyota is moving off the beaten path one that is centered on versatility, accessibility, and environmental balance. This bold move is not about just staying relevant, but about leading the charge in a way that recognizes diversities of consumer needs and energy infrastructures around the world. That way, Toyota ensures its new ICE is not only an option, but a critical player in the changing mobility landscape. One way in which Toyota is redrawing market dynamics is through its current focus on immediate practicality. In contrast, Toyota's ICE is positioned on top of the already developed global network of fueling stations, and that benefits it in regions where the penetration of EVs is imperfect, like rural regions and developing markets. On top of this, compatibility with synthetic e-fuels, biodiesel, and hydrogen fuels adds strength to its flexibility and adaptability. This flexibility allows Toyota to consider markets with different energy policies, ensuring that the ICE will be relevant and effective in various contexts. Toyota's approach also fills an important gap in the EV narrative: life cycle emissions. Although EVs have gained praise for offering zero tailpipe emissions, the battery production and eventual end-of-life disposal of these vehicles raise important environmental costs. The ICE counters this by adding low-emission technologies and the capacity to use renewable fuels, thus providing a sustainable way of not being associated with the very heavy ecological footprint of battery manufacturing. This balance forces the industry to reconsider its sole reliance on electrification as the pathway toward carbon neutrality, opening up the door to a more inclusive and realistic approach towards sustainability. The technical achievements of Toyota's ICE only lay the groundwork. The bigger impact of this technology is on the conversation regarding the future of mobility itself. By presenting a solution that matches old reliability with new innovation, Toyota proves progress does not have to mean forsaking proven technology. Instead, it guides on how visions for new systems can be reimagined to build a bridge between today's needs and future aspirations. In this process, Toyota not only challenges its competitors but also reshapes consumer expectations, creating a market that values choice, adaptability, and real-world practicality. Here's how Toyota doesn't just compete, it dominates, setting a new standard for the automotive industry's next chapter. Toyota's 2027 ICE defies the one-size-fits-all concept of sustainable transportation and presents customers with a wider choice without losing in convenience or performance. While the world continues to gradually shift toward electrification, Toyota's new engine proves that providing a sense of choice is part of the inevitable transition toward greener mobility. For markets with less developed EV infrastructure or more dependent on less sustainable electricity sources, Toyota's ICE presents a practically applicable and environmentally friendly alternative. Therefore, Toyota ensures that its new ICE appeals to both the more environmentally conscious and the seekers of reliability of traditional internal combustion engines. This strategy positions Toyota as a leader in the industry, as well as sets a precedent for future automotive technologies that would be flexible, inclusive, and adaptable to the diverse global needs set by the contrasting ends of the respective opinion pits. Environmental impact: cleaner combustion. Toyota's 2027 ICE engine is changing the face of old engines and uses it to modify their roles in the wake of sustainability. These new generations of ICEs are engineered with innovative technologies that significantly lower harmful emissions, slowly ending the presumed sustainability threat posed by combustion engines. None of the older models of ICEs emit much greenhouse gas emissions like Toyota's new, instead using advanced catalytic converters and hybrid systems for achieving near-zero emissions level. This innovation ensures that Toyota's ICE not only meets but exceeds stringent global environmental standards, offering a cleaner alternative to conventional gasoline-powered vehicles. The other unique feature of Toyota's cleaner combustion technology is the ability to achieve high efficiency with multiple fuels, including synthetic e-fuels, biodiesel, and hydrogen. Its introduction of these alternative fuels minimizes carbon footprint while running the engine, a significant reduction that makes it eco-friendly when compared to the standard gasoline. The flexibility of Toyota's ICE to work on renewable energy sources harmonizes with its carbon neutrality pledge, making the engine future-proof in a world shifting toward greener energy. Thus, this adaptability provides customers with an alternative that is more sustainable, yet does not compromise on performance and convenience, as with other traditional automobiles. Beyond its tailpipe emissions, the environmental benefits of the Toyota ICE. In contrast to the problem-causing EVs, which require resource-rich battery production and rare earth material mining, Toyota's ICE avoids these. The engine lowers life cycle emissions through efforts at improving fuel efficiency and the use of renewable fuels, providing a cleaner alternative to the often inherently complex supply chains connected with EVs. This means that the ICE of Toyota does not only perform well in terms of emissions, but also ensures a lesser environmental impact during its entire life cycle, from production to disposal. Toyota's cleaner combustion engine is a bold step forward in sustainable mobility. By fusing advanced engineering with environmental responsibility, Toyota shows that internal combustion technology can be evolved to meet today's sustainability goals. This innovation challenges the one-dimensionality of only driving toward a sustainable future with EVs. It offers an oil roads alternative that combines environmental advantage without being compelled to jettison all traditional technology. Toyota remains committed to cleaner combustion, ensuring ICEs are going to be around for a long time and remain well-liked, hence not compromised to achieve progress. Moreover, a cleaner combustion engine by Toyota also speaks to practical concerns about the global shift to electric mobility. EVs have zero tailpipe emission, but still face severe environmental challenges in battery production, resource extraction, and disposal. Toyota's ICE remains the most sustainable alternative since it can burn cleaner fuels such as hydrogen and synthetic e-fuels without depending so much on rare earth. This is not only ecological in nature in terms of the effect on production, but it also plays into the hands of the ICE, making it more practical in a market that is still coming to terms with the high costs and environmental drawbacks of battery manufacturing for the EV. Therefore, Toyota's ICE approaches sustainability holistically, considering both the environment and consumer practicality. Market readiness, outpacing EVs. The new 2027 internal combustion engine ICE from Toyota is truly market-ready and presents itself as a highly practical solution in a world dominated by electric vehicles. Unlike the electric vehicle, which still cannot overcome the limitations of charging infrastructure, Toyota's ICE is designed to be smoothly integrated into existing fueling networks, ensuring it can be deployed globally without delay. This immediate scalability makes Toyota's new engine suitable for markets still underserved by EV charging stations, particularly in rural areas and developing countries. Toyota's ICE provides consumers with the convenience of refueling at any gas station while eliminating barriers such as charging time and infrastructure gaps, making it a more viable option for areas in which EVs cannot yet thrive. In addition, Toyota's ICE is ahead of EVs in regions not constantly connected to electricity. In areas where power grids are not stable or electricity is readily available but from fossil fuel sources, EVs face huge hurdles on environmental impact as well as convenience. Toyota's engine could burn fuels from hydrogen, synthetic e-fuels, and biodiesel, thus making it much more practical and more adaptable. This flexibility ensures that the ICE can remain an efficient and sustainable means of transportation for a wide variety of energy landscapes, making it well suited to regions where EVs still face infrastructure and energy sourcing challenges. In this sense, Toyota's ICE offers a solution that is not dependent on electricity infrastructure itself, positioning it as a more versatile and immediately applicable technology. The production and deployment advantages of Toyota's ICE over EVs are that the supply chain for EVs, especially sourcing battery materials in lithium and cobalt, is rife with challenges that may delay production and increase costs. Toyota's ICE avoids all these bottlenecks, relies on well-established manufacturing processes, and uses materials that are less dependent on fluctuating global markets. This affords Toyota an advantage both in terms of having a quicker availability and offering at a significantly lower price point across markets where the sourcing of batteries and supply are issues. The simplicity of manufacturing ICEs provides Toyota with fewer logistical obstacles when scaling to meet demand versus competing EV production with availability and affordability. Toyota's ICE also comes with performance advantages for displacement over EVs in key refueling speed and range. Although EVs are still vulnerable to extended charging time, Toyota's ICE can be completed in minutes by refueling, thus continuing to offer a more convenient and accessible drive experience. This advantage makes the ICE appealing for consumers who value high performance and convenience. In markets where long trips and high fuel demand are the norm, Toyota's ICE assures drivers that they won't be held back by concern over being left stranded by slow charging stations or being constrained by limited range anxiety. It proves that in areas of market readiness, outpacing their competition, Toyota will reinforce the relevance and dominance of internal combustion technology against an electrification threat. Consumer preferences. ICE for the masses. Toyota's 2027 ICE is primarily designed for the average driver, addressing a very wide scope of diverse needs and preferences of the market. Electric vehicles capture public attention for their eco-friendliness. However, many consumers remain more concerned about practicality and affordability, as well as performance that can be met by regular ICE types. Toyota's new engine is just the right answer to that call. A mix of new-age efficiency and the old, familiar reliability with which drivers have grown to trust. For the practical approach toward car benefits, Toyota's ICE remains accessible to a broad demographic, from budget-conscious buyers to those wanting a reliable vehicle that does not necessarily mean lifestyle changes. A key factor in Toyota's ability to capture a large market share is the fact that it focuses on affordability. While EVs generally carry a high cost of entry due to an expensive technology for batteries, a Toyota ICE offers a significantly more affordable alternative. With its much lower purchase price and lower maintenance costs, Toyota's ICE brings advanced automotive technology to the masses. The new ICE from Toyota provides an efficient and accessible, practical, affordable, and accessible solution to consumers in developing markets or rural areas where higher costs of EVs and the absence of charging infrastructure are prohibitively expensive. Tap into an emotional connection which most drivers have with traditional engines through Toyota's ICE. Although EVs may be efficient, most lack visceral aspects that come with a well-tuned internal combustion engine. Toyota's new engine is embracing this connection by offering the sound, feel, and responsive power that the drivers need. Turbocharged variants offer enough torque for acceleration as well as smooth power delivery, so that the drivers enjoy every moment they stay behind the wheel. This performance focus doesn't only make Toyota's ICE a practical selection, but also provides entertainment, ensuring that the needs of drivers who love the thrill of driving are met without compromising on aspects such as fuel efficiency and reliability. In addition to performance and affordability, Toyota's ICE also boasts the convenience that is still preferred by most consumers. The global network of filling stations established makes refueling fast and easy. In contrast, charging an EV takes time. In regions with scarce charging infrastructure, Toyota's ICE will see that drivers may easily go about their routines without any inconvenience caused. By offering a solution that fits consumers' current consumptive habits while inculcating modern advances, Toyota's ICE reaches a wide market. It's a wise and accessible choice for those seeking a dependable, efficient, and pleasurable car, making sure Toyota's ICE remains the people's choice for years to come. In addition to its practical advantages, the 2027 ICE from Toyota has environmental consciousness in mind, making it an even more attractive option for consumers. Many drivers are looking toward the idea of EVs with zero emissions benefits, but the new engine from Toyota takes it one step further using the incorporation of cleaner combustion technologies and multi-fuel adaptability. The Toyota ICE is capable of running on hydrogen, synthetic e-fuels, and biodiesel. This reduces the carbon footprint and offers a more sustainable solution without needing the consumer to fully abandon familiar fueling habits. An environmentally conscious approach ensures that Toyota's ICE fulfills the surging demand for greener transportation, while still providing performance, affordability, and convenience drivers depend on. Toyota's ICE perfectly aligns with consumer preferences, but the real magic happens when it merges with cutting-edge technology to create something truly revolutionary. Hybrid synergy, the best of both worlds. A good example of Toyota's commitment to blending the old with the new is hybrid synergy, which it uses best in order to integrate the maturity of the internal combustion engine with the novelty of the electric power. Because hybrid systems are the core of Toyota's sustainability strategy, this company has perfected its strength over many decades as a leader in hybrid systems. This dual-power approach not only cuts emissions, it boosts performance, fuel efficiency, and range, delivering a solution that appeals to drivers who want modern innovation but don't need to make the total transition to electric vehicles, EVs. Toyota's new ICE, in hybrid technology form, represents the best step in versatility and practicality. The essence of Toyota's hybrid synergy is a seamless transition from the ICE or connection of the two for best performance. In urban settings or low-speed operation, the electric motor takes over while providing zero-emission operation and excellent efficiency. When more power is needed, Primarily when accelerating or operating at highway speeds, the ICE is utilized to enhance performance. This dynamic system further complements smooth transitions and uniformized power delivery for every drive. With this newly developed ICE in Toyota, a good balance is achieved wherein this synergy is further enhanced with better thermal efficiency and fewer emissions that would support the electric motor. Hybrid synergy stands out in extending driving range without the constraints as that of full EVs. In contrast to charging infrastructure-dependent EVs, hybrids can drop in anywhere and refuel to eliminate range anxiety. Toyota's new ICE reinforces this benefit by providing improved fuel economy, which allows hybrid vehicles to travel further on less fuel. Thus, hybrid synergy is particularly alluring for consumers in areas with less well-developed charging networks or where intercity movement is the key. By meeting these practical needs, the hybrid systems designed by Toyota provide to drivers the best of two worlds, a hybrid. Electrification for environmental benefits and convenience of refueling in the conventional manner. The path of hybrid synergy lies crucially in the vision of Toyota on a sustainable future and devises a realistic pathway towards carbon neutrality. Toyota marries its advanced ICE technology with electric power, offering tailpipe emissions reduction and avoiding the giant hurdle of enormous battery production. And that balance makes hybrids a more sustainable option for unwilling consumers who will not embrace the absolute environmental impact of EVs. As new power from ICE drives the hybrid's next generation, Toyota shows innovation at its finest, not the option between, but the creation of a better path. Hybrid synergy is far from being any bridge technology. It indicates that such a solution will last long in the haul, providing for today's needs, while making way for a cleaner tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more groundbreaking updates. Click on the video shown on your screen to keep exploring. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. See you next time.